There have always been architects and builders who are prepared to defy convention and develop one-of-a-kind structures, whether it is the present or a distant past. In celebrations of these visionary builders, stick with me as I take you on a journey to the most astounding real estate properties in the world, the Kanagawa Institute of Technology. We'll start our journey in Japan, where students at the Kanagawa Institute of Technology have an unrivaled view of the world around them, whilst they are enjoying their studies. Glass makes up nearly all of the institute, which was constructed and funded by Junya Ishigami and Associates. That entails glass ceilings, floors, and walls. The building is located in a beautiful setting with rolling hills and luxuriant vegetation. That implies that anyone studying or working in the building can be inspired by the winter's snow-covered trees and the summer's and fall's vibrant red and gold foliage. Even though it is amazing to look at, we can't help but think that everyone within the structure must feel a little exposed. Well, how would you feel if someone could monitor everything you did from outside your house? High Heel Wedding Church. With well-known designers selling shoes for thousands of dollars at a time, it is widely believed that the world is becoming overly obsessed with fashion. This shoe is allegedly the most costly in the entire world in Taiwan, and you would never even be able to wear it. 300 different planes of blue-tinted glass were used to construct the construction, which is 60 feet high and 80 feet long and mimics a big glass slipper more closely than a shoe. Although the church, which is simply known as the High Heel Wedding Church, was never meant to be a fashion statement, couples from all over the world now travel here to get married in a setting unlike any other. This church is a memorial to the victims of the Blackfoot disease pandemic that occurred in Taiwan in the 1950s. The Lotus. For a while, let's focus on the ease. The Lotus building in China is another breathtaking illustration of what can be accomplished when working with glass. In comparisons to concrete or stone, the material merely permits more flexibility and inventiveness. Although the building is located in Wujin, China, an Australian architectural team was responsible for its construction. The structure is a representation of the lovely lotus flower in all three stages of development. From bud to fully blooming plant with a seed pod, the principal tenant is the city's planning bureau. So we are not sure where else they would go if they can find motivations for innovative modern design there. The Lotus has public meeting spaces and conference halls, as well as being situated on a man-made lake. The interior has been compared by visitors to a cathedral because of the stained glass windows and high ceilings. At night, external illumination bounces off the glass, illuminating the entire structure. It's a very lovely sight. Las Vegas Lorufo Center for Brain Health. This twisty-turny building isn't in the process of falling. It was designed to look exactly like it does. This is the Nevada City of Las Vegas Lorufo Center for Brain Health. Although it is a medical facility, Frank Gehry, a well-known architect with a reputation for designing distinctive buildings all over the world, is responsible for its distinctive appearance. This is because much of the work done inside the building is aimed at assisting those who are suffering from dementia and Alzheimer's disease. It is owned and run by the Keep Memory Alive Foundations to become the most renowned science and research center for the study of the human brain in the United States. This unique building's construction cost $17 million, a large portion of which came from donations to charities. Within its 65,000 square feet are a full-size memory museum, a public auditorium, and 13 treatment rooms for patients. This demonstrates that medical facilities need not have a dull appearance. Casa Batlló. Even those who don't know much about architecture should be familiar with the name of the Spanish architect Antoni Gaudí. Though he developed several masterpieces, the Casa Batlló in Barcelona might be his best. It used to be a modest family residence. However, after Gaudí got his hands on it in 1994, he transformed it into a piece of modern art that was also a building. Because of the unusual brickwork architecture and the inside of the structure, which resembles a skeleton, the neighborhood calls it the House of Bones. The building's remarkable exterior is mostly made up of a colorful mosaic created from broken tiles that rise to a boat and bent rooftop that some believe resembles the spine of a giant dragon. A turret and a cross that pointed towards the building's roof and plunged into the dragon's back, thus symbolizing the story of St. George, supports the dragon theory. A significant portions of the structure is still accessible to the general public, most notably the 700 square meter plus huge museum on the Noble level. We admire Frank Gehry's design work so much that we are going to pay him another visit and examine what he produced for a fine yard in Spain this time. Marquis de Riscal Hotel. Have you ever removed the layers from a metal can or thin metal strip to reveal a string of twisted curved sheets? If so, you might know something of the Marquis de Riscal Hotel's exterior. Gehry applied the same design principles here as he did in the Guggenheim Museum in Bilbao. Only this time he gave the wine permission to influence him. Gehry didn't agree to take the positions until the vineyard owner gave him a bottle of vintage wine from 1929. So perhaps the inspirations for the wine was literal. With the gold and silver tones present everywhere on the building, the steel ribbons of the structure reflects the pink and purple hues of wine, which are the colors of the wine bottles sold by Marquis de Risco. Before Gehry remodeled it in 2006, the hotel was only one of many in the vicinity. Today, it is among the top 10 wineries visited worldwide. Ring of Life. In Pushun City, you can witness the Ring of Life, which is 515 feet high. This edifice, whose construction is estimated to have cost around $16 million, was built with the only goal of reviving tourism in a community that was otherwise dying. It will eventually serve as the focal point of a brand new community that the Goddard Group is creating. Around the Ring of Life, there are plans to construct shopping malls and entertainment venues. However, this magnificent architectural feat sets the stage for what is to come. If visitors wish to enjoy the view from the top, they can ascend to an observation deck. At night, the ring sparks with more than 12,000 individual LED lights. It has been compared to a more contemporary version of the Getaway Arch in St. Louis, Missouri in terms of design. During the first stages of constructions, guests were occasionally permitted to bungee jump from the top. Now that practice is no longer used. I'm sorry if you were left out. Curse with Dumek. Your eyes are not malfunctioning, and this building is not dissolving. This is the Curse with Dumek in Poland, which is a part of an incredibly up-to-date shopping complex in the town of Sopot. The building's name, which roughly translates as a crooked tiny home in English, was created by the architectural firm of Soltansky and Zaleski. They said their childhood fantasies of mythical homes served as inspiration. The owners of the shopping complex understood that creating something that would draw people from far and wide was the greatest way to draw customers into their stores. They, therefore, requested the designers to create something unique that would stand out from the competition. It's safe to say that they were pleased with the result. At nighttime, one of the floors of the building opens up as the shops close down, and it's full of bars and nightclubs. So, the Cricket House is open for business 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so there is no reason not to go and see it. Alright guys, that concludes our video for today. Well, if you hit the subscribe button and enable notifications, you will be the first to learn when a new video is released. I appreciate your time and hope to see you soon.